the eve of Mother's Day, and it's got me thinking. It's got me thinking about me and myself and my position that I'm in, where I am not a mother, and at this point, very confident I don't want to be a mother. Although I was conditioned and really thought that that was something I wanted and certainly was seeking in for a while, and stayed in emotionally abusive relationships really early on, like to grasp on to the partner house baby scenario. Over time, breaking out of Minnesota and moving to to Norway, certainly was the beginning of like getting out of the Midwest and seeing that if you do have partners and family, you certainly don't have to stay in Minnesota. You can be traveling and all of that. But also like seeing that there are a lot more women like me who also are still single and pretty fucking rad and living amazing lives. Whether they are seeking partners or not, I think plenty of them still are, but yeah, so I posted something maybe a year ago in terms of like wanting to get monetary support towards a conference I wanted to go to, and in my post I had said something about, you know, if you are someone who would have someone in my life who would have potentially like come to my wedding, or come to a baby shower of mine, then maybe you'd be willing to put money towards this conference that I wanted to do. And I had some reactions from some white males in my life who didn't understand really where that statement was coming from. And I don't know, being home recently too has got me thinking about this too. So I'm 37. I live by myself. Well, I have a roommate, but like I don't have a partner that like we're far enough along where we're also like financially supporting each other or like sharing in some sort of way. So at this point, on my own that way. And because I haven't had kids, because I haven't gotten married, I haven't benefited from some of the parties and the financial support or even gifts that people get for those scenarios, for reaching that point in their life, for being someone who has decided to do that and or is worthy enough to find a partner. And so I'm not saying this in a sense of like greedy, give me my money sort of thing, but also thinking about like just again what we as a society put on a pedestal, or like monetarily are more accepting towards, or like give props for, I guess, in a sense. I don't know, and maybe I will get married someday. I don't think it'll be a wedding like most people do, but anyway, I'm thinking about how single women are out here doing their thing, and are not supported in certain ways or not congratulated in certain ways. And what does that mean? And also thinking about, though, the women that I know who are mothers, who are mothers who stay home, and that time with their kids is not also seen as valuable, is not seen as something you can put on a resume. And the emotional labor and intensity that is, is that actually also supported, seen, rewarded in some sort of way? Yeah, just thinking about also what does it mean to be a mother. I think I've always identified with that kind of mothering sense, mama bear sense, whether that was I was taught that, or it's just kind of innately always been in me. Like I've always wanted to help people. Like if I saw someone hurt, like I'd want to run and be the first person there to help them. So what is it that I've been taught is what I'm supposed to be doing as a woman? What is it that has just innately always been natural to me? I'm a 2 on the Enneagram, which means I'm a helper, and also just identify as a highly sensitive person. And I don't know, I have like this love-hate relationship too of this idea of being an aunt, and I mean, I was a teacher for 10 years, so I've always loved kids in a sense, and babysat since I was 6, or in 6th grade, excuse me, but also, like, there's days I don't want to be with kids, and I don't want to pretend that I like your kids, and I don't want to have to be around your kids. And then there's some people who I just, yeah, I have more of a relationship with, and, like, am super okay with being with their kids, whether they're whatever level they're on. And so, like, I don't know, this other idea too of like assuming that since I'm a woman, I like kids and always want to be with kids and want to spend time with kids. And more, like, I have taken ownership of like when and where that is for me. And there are certain people that for sure, like, I want to be with your kids. I want to babysit your kids. I want to help your kids. And then there's some people, like, I can't be that for everybody. And I've, had to make choices that way. I'm thinking about also my whiteness and like how that has been passed down for me. Patriarchy has been passed down to me through the women in my life. But also my mother and my grandmother are like the most amazing people that I know. But again, to a detriment to themselves, whether that's really something they've wanted to do, but they just have. And I have benefited from that. So also thinking about just how do I claim a sense of motherhood, but not in the sense that I have birthed human beings, children, but I have birthed myself. I have done some incredibly hard work to heal myself and peel layers and get to a point right now where I feel more like who I am who I was on a soul level before I came down here. Like, it just, I am a woman. I identify as a woman. I'm a white woman. I'm a 37-year-old cisgendered heterosexual white woman who doesn't want to have kids, who's starting to think about toxic monogamy and what it means to maybe limit myself to just trying to find one person to be my all.